glad to be here, and I'm honored to stand here with this community as it struggles against the injustices that are going on. And I don't think it would be appropriate for me to directly address the mayor, but I will say that it's, you know, if the women from Imperial could be here today, if their lives were not unmercifully taken, if they could be here today, what might they say to Mayor Jackson? What might they have to say to him? What might they tell him? You know, what might they tell him about a world like this, the world that they had to grow up in? The Imperial women grew up in a world where, even though they were valuable lives to their families, they were valuable lives to the community, they were valuable lives, they were precious human beings, but they didn't matter to the people that rule this society, because profit is what runs this society.
That's right. Profit
determines the value of things. Just like they let the people in New Orleans die because they were no longer profitable for the rich, just like they're murdering people in Afghanistan and Iraq to make more profits, just like that, they let these women die, they let these women disappear. They didn't look for them, they didn't care about them, they let them die because profit is the determining value in this system. This system doesn't value human life. Capitalism is a system where the bottom line matters. Women don't matter, men and children don't matter, no one matters except the profits of the rich. The bankers right now and the capitalists who've stolen our money with their bailouts and their wars and their destruction, they are the source. The government doesn't work for us. That's what we learned from the police, the way the police handled this. The government doesn't work for us. The government works for those with the power. And it's time for the people, all of us, to stand up and rise up, and we're going to say no more.
No more! No more!
We want a government that works for us. We don't want a government that works for the rich anymore. We want a government of ours. We want a government that belongs to all the people. And I myself will say it straight up, and as a young person, I stand in solidarity with all the youth all over the world who are looking for jobs and dying in unjust wars. And I say this, and I think what we need in this country, and I'm just going to say it myself, I think that we need a revolution. We need a revolution. Down with the rich, down with the capitalists. Justice for the Imperial women now. Justice! 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 Justice!
Thank you, Caleb. And keep tabs on FIST and the other youth organizations, because they are really hopping and they are really happening. Okay, now is Marva here? No, Marva's on her way. All right. Valerie Robinson is in touch with a lot of what's going on in the city and around the state of Ohio in terms of poverty. She's part of an organization, Stop Targeting Ohio's Poor.
Thank you. Yes, I am a longtime advocate for women and welfare rights and the end of poverty. The egregious malfeasance of the police and prosecutor in the grisly rape and killing cases on Imperial Avenue concerning 11 murdered women demands that someone be fired or demoted. You could say that the police and prosecutor were accessories after the fact by helping to keep Anthony Sowell out of jail, allowing him to murder